Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast, day 16. Are you ready for this?
On the 16th of Christmas, there is no such song.
I started making up. It's like 16...
16 bottles of beer, 15 growlers growling.
You know what we should do? You know what we should do at the end of the year? One of our end of the year episode. We should do like a year in film, like look back.
Oof.
Because I really want to go to town on Top Gun Maverick.
Which was such a good movie. And
it was like, I am not knocking the sheer cinematic enjoyment of the film.
And it was so physically correct.
It was so physically incorrect on so many levels.
No, I think it was completely
Look, I think my take on Top Gun Maverick is the most accurate take on that film.
Just you wait. I've written on a note that today is the day I'm going to talk more about Orson Welles, and I remember exactly what I was thinking yesterday.
What were you thinking?
Let's do it after we open this beer.
All right, let's open this beer.
Oh, this is Boon.
Yes, it is.
Boon Vat 93 monoblend. This is an old one.
No, it's not.
Is it a new one?
It's the one that came out in the 4-pack as a Stimulaget earlier this year.
Nice.
And I saw you hadn't checked it in, and I was just like,
What? I've had all the four.
You have not had this one.
I remember to check it.
Maybe here. Or maybe you have at this point, I don't know. But when I looked last, you had not checked it in, but it's also the highest rated of the four.
Nice.
I've only had one of them so far, and it was outstanding.
Basically all of the monoblends.
Yeah. Boon is hands down one of my favorite. Outside of, like, it kind of goes for me, Dre Fontaine.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of a tie between Boon and Cantillon.
Yeah. Based
on what you're getting. If we're talking about, like, just the base lambic Geuze, that is Boon every time. If we're talking about, like, varietals and mixes and stuff, then it's Cantillon. Yeah. Because Boon just doesn't really play in that wheelhouse very much. But when there was the Baghaven Wild Ale Festival, Boon showed up, and they brought like 30 freaking beers or something. I mean, it was a ridiculous amount of beers.
We kept going back.
And they brought so many mono blends that they literally had just half a table, and it was just marked off for the mono blends that they had on the available. And I think it's hands down just one of the best Geuze experiences that you're going to get. Because there aren't, I mean, when we talk about lambics, and we talk about Dre Fontaine, and we talk about Cantillon, they don't really release Geuze. They release lambics.
Yeah.
Boon is one of the rare exceptions where they release Geuze. And the difference is lambics are a blend of 1, 2, and 3 year
Geuze is a blend of 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Geuze is, but lambics.
Lambic can be anything.
Okay, I thought lambic was. Oh,
Geuze is the more specific, which totally fits your narrative.
Yeah. It's just my narrative completely. Yeah. I
mean, you're completely
I got derailed. Like you threw it. Like, wait, what am I talking about?
No,
again?
your narrative still. There are a lot of lambic blenderies that just release lambics.
Yeah.
But the Geuzes have to be 1, 2, and 3 year old.
Yes.
But you are allowed to mix in like 4 year.
So this is a lambic. This is a lambic ale aged in oak casks, and it's vat number 93. And they release much like the Dre Fontaine releases various blends every year. Boon does this kind of packaging of like 4 different types.
They call it exploration packs because you're supposed to explore different blends or vats. So this isn't. It is a Geuze.
Yeah.
But it still is a vat 93. So it's tied to a specific vat. That has to be after blending, I guess.
Maybe I would read the fine print, but the fine print is so fine that I just I can't even come close to trying to interpret what it says on the very, very bottom. Yeah, I know. The fine print's so fine that it doesn't even exist.
But it just describes the flavors, not the process.
Oh, okay. Well, this smells like straight up hardcore.
Oh, it smells exactly like Boon Geuze always does.
It's like
won't disappoint.
Yeah, yeasty, lemony,
green apples,
funky green apple, like
it has
cheesy.
It has a lot in common with Driefontein, more so than Cantillon.
Yeah. No, I would say
which is more like moldy cheese and foot.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's been some Cantillon like goods that I've had that have just been like, this just tastes like old stinky cheese or old sweat socks. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But I think this, I smell it. If you were to like blindfold me and we were to try this side by side with a Driefontein lambic, I mean, maybe it wouldn't trip you up, but it would totally trip me up.
If I had it by itself, I could be tripped up. But if I had it next to a Driefontein, I think I would tell them.
I think you probably would too. But let's
let's just go. This one could have fooled me.
Yeah. Of the 4-pack, this was the highest rated one.
I have no idea why I don't have a rating on it.
I don't either.
Because I bought the 4-pack.
Solid.
I don't have any more.
Oh no.
But there are a lot of beers historically that I've had. I might have taken a photo of them, but things happen. Yeah. Social things happen. You talk to people, you talk to your girlfriend or whatever, and the beer just meh. You think, oh, I might rate this tomorrow. Nope, you won't.
This is really, really good.
It's really good. The lemony aspects and the green apple aspects really carry through the flavor.
This is pretty close to room temperature, and
it does it well. It does its services.
It really carries the tart dryness of the beer itself. Spectacularly, the carbonation is just really elevates the beer. It doesn't bog it down. And then the aftertaste is just, like you said, green apple, tart, a little funky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It really is.
Like, this is one of those, like, when you talk to Geuze lover, how do you say it? Geuze? It's Geuze.
I think the genuine Flemish pronunciation would be Geuze.
Yeah, because I've talked to a friend of mine. He's like, "Oh, you're like the Geuze." I'm like, I don't know what that was.
G's in real Flemish are G. So it is the artist is called Van Gogh.
No.
That's the genuine pronunciation.
No.
His name is Van Gogh.
No. I reject that establishment and
because
substitute my own reality.
That's probably racist.
So this is so we're gonna call it Geuze.
I call it Geuze.
Yeah. So if you're gonna spell Geuze, how would you spell it?
There are two spellings. This is interesting.
There are two spellings.
I would spell it with I think the French spelling Geuze. But the spelling that Boon, I haven't looked at the bottle. I just know that they used Geuze.
Yes.
Goose, not goose.
Yeah. I think I usually spell it Geuze as a default.
I always use the 2U, U, not EU.
Well,
Yes.
You're correct in your spelling.
Boon skips a U.
Yeah.
I think
and this comes in at 8%, which is a bit on the high side.
And it doesn't taste 8% at all. It tastes like 4%.
This is a drink all day kind of beer. It is one that you're kind of like, I want to have a bigger, like 375 milliliter does not do this justice.
No.
You want 750. You want a meal. You want an after dinner drink. You want a pre-dinner drink. You want this.
And the beauty is that in Belgium, you would get lambics like this for big bottles, €7. And
actually less sometimes.
Yeah, and you could just drink that for the rest of your life and you would not be dissatisfied.
Yeah.
I was born in the wrong In my previous life, I was a Belgian, but then I was in World War One, and that sucked.
yeah. You were fighting in trench warfare, and
Yeah.
your life expectancy was 3 days. So,
But to be fair, King Albert I of Belgium did fight in the trenches with his soldiers during First World War.
have you seen the
You need more.
Stanley Kubrick film?
Stanley Kubrick film
Yeah,
about what? Trench warfare?
yeah. World War I trench warfare.
What?
I
thought I had seen all-
Paths of Glory.
No.
Oh my God, that is an amazing film.
I might not be as big of a Kubrick fan as I claim to be.
But you've seen Lolita,
Yeah?
Spartacus,
Yeah?
The Killing.
The Killing.
Ah, so pre-Spartacus is your blind spot then.
I might not have seen The Killing.
So The Killing is a film noir kind of thing.
Wow, that sounds
it's really really good. But then Paths of Glory is a Kirk Douglas World War I film about trench warfare.
Wow.
And the fact that there was a group that refused to go over the hill, and so they had to find scapegoats in order to court-martial. And then Kurt Russell is the field captain lawyer character that defends them. It is intense, so good, highly recommended.
That is. I really need to see that.
Yeah. There's nothing in that description that does not appeal to you.
Did you know that the Battle of Verdun was so brutal and lasted for so long that the French army managed to circulate in every single regiment that they had? Every single French soldier passed through Verdun and either died there or survived long enough to be circulated out.
So there's another movie about World War II called A Midnight Clear, which is about a very famous moment where during Christmas,
Yeah.
the Germans and the French played football together.
Interestingly enough, that is sometimes mistakenly attributed to one particular location. But there is proof that it happened at least 10 different locations.
I can completely believe
that first Christmas, because no one expected the war to last that long. They didn't hate each other long enough.
Yeah.
Le truce Neujahr, whatever. The Christmas truce is just an amazing piece of human history.
Yeah. It's a really great story. Okay, so we've really dragged this out, talking about many other things.
And I've now written on my little note that I brought here, I need to talk about Orson Welles tomorrow instead.
Okay. So we'll talk about, that'll just be like the thing we do.
Yes.
So tomorrow we'll talk about Orson Welles. We'll get back to that.
This is...
So what do you give this?
This is probably 4.5. It is so good.
I'm doing 4.5 as well.
It is so good.
This is a freaking, like, the Boon Vat series always impresses. I think everything is at 4 to 4.5 for me. They never disappoint, and this really just knocks out of the park.
And 2 times I've compared it to a good Driefonteinen,
Yeah.
which is my favorite brewery. So I would be a hypocrite if I gave this a low rating just because of the Boon label.
Yeah.
I mean, it's delicious.
It is. Someone say scrumptious even.
It is scrumptious.
And at 8%, it's super drinkable.
Yeah, that's really well
insane. All right, we'll wrap it up here then, and tomorrow we'll talk about Orson Welles or not. We'll see what happens.
Who knows?
Yeah. So until next time.
Keep drinking it, dum-dums.